What's up, chat? Should be live now. I'm doing a little stream. I'm vibe coding for some customers as well. I think it's gonna be this part of the stream is gonna be more chill. I'm gonna focus on my work, so I won't be talking that much. But I was watching an interesting podcast, so I thought I'll just co-watch it on stream. Let me first figure out if the audio is good. I put the mic closer up now. So that should be good. I'm charging my MacBook, so that should be good too. Let me check. Day 2. I got some work to do today. Alright, that sounds good, chat. That sounds good. Alright, sorry for the chat. Sorry for that chat. Well, there's nobody online right now. 2 viewers. If you are viewing in the chat, let me know. Say hi. Say hi in the chat. And then I can join you. Okay, so we do got a bit to do today. Oh, my hair. I went to the barber today, so it's looking a bit scruffy. But that's okay. I'm confused by how the camera moves. Let me be right back, chat. Okay, chat. I'm back. I'll put on the podcast that I was watching. And then I'm gonna have to do some vibe coding on the site. I'm working for a client. So let me do that. I'm gonna try and see how it works with the audio. I'll wear my headset. Give me a second. I'm still planning this streaming flow. I've got to get it every time. Alright, that's playing. Let me see if the YouTube video is gonna play. So chat, if you're new here, meaning if you didn't watch the stream yesterday, we are working on Baked OS, and I'll be building that in public live real soon. Can't do any building live right now because I'm mainly working for clients. I'm a Fiverr seller, and then I gotta keep some information private. I've got a client call after 11, so I'll be off stream then. So here's my Fiverr account. Let me share the scene. Alright. So just a little bit about me. Been in tech almost 25 years now. Last 3 years been active on Fiverr. And the last 2 months, or actually 3 months, I've been selling AI projects only. After I took a year to really study it. My go-to tech stack right now is Claude Code. I use a lot of Claude Code. I use a lot of Replit just because of the easiness, and it's easy to transfer to clients as well. So yeah, that's that. If you guys or anybody ever wants to reach out or work, you can always send here on Fiverr. Or you can just comment and I'll see it also. Alright, so let me just get back to my work that I was doing. I'll put on my blog that I was watching. I was watching the Diary of a CEO. I'll make it a bit bigger.
Entity and what you know.
Yes.
Which is she has no experience in that. but I can try.
I can try.
And
All right, chat.
for anyone
Let me
watching,
know if you hear it or not.
don't
If
use
you've
AI
got
as a
issues hearing
sales
it.
tool. Don't use it the way you use
All
it
good.
for
I'm gonna get some
other
work done, so I'm
applications.
working on one client today and one
Say,
client
hey,
only.
help me to solve this problem. So, for example, you might say, I'm really struggling with these areas of my life. Here's all the data. Here's all the information. Here's the PDF documents. Here's the backstory. Help me solve this. Help me.
I do gotta talk to AI once in a while, so I'll do that now. Please start the task and prompt me for my out key. Thanks. So
What kind of piece of software might
right
you
now,
be
chat, I'm just prompting in my IDE. I'm using Replit for a client. I'm working in the client's Replit. So just on that vibe. I'm gonna put my building good. Go.
use to build here? I'll give you a real example. One of our team members used AI to analyze all the sales calls for the last 3 months and discovered a huge opportunity. What they discovered is that 75% of all of our sales calls, the person who we were on the phone to mentioned that their spouse was a decision maker and that they needed to talk to their spouse, and that decision making, because it was a family business and that there was either a spouse or a family member, there was no point in our process where we invited collaboration with other family members. So none of our sales calls said, do you want to bring someone along to the sales call? Like, would you like to have someone do that? The AI analyzed it, discovered that opportunity, wrote a script as to how to invite people onto the call so that you get all decision makers on the call. And now our sales conversions are going.
I think this is the real bifurcation in terms of the employment market of what we're seeing is certain people have a positive relationship to disruption and technology and change. They get excited by it, whereas others fall into cognitive dissonance where they get so concerned that it's going to take out their business that they ostrich head in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And then these other people have this inherent figure out ability. I could say to a certain team member of mine, here's a big problem. And they would grab onto this big problem. And even though they have no proficiency in data or technology or AI they'll plug away at it
Yes.
on a computer and they'll figure it out. And they'll use all available tools,
Yeah.
not their identity, what they learned in university, or their experience as the only tool in the toolbox.
That's the difference between employee mindset and entrepreneur mindset. Entrepreneurs see problems as opportunities. They get excited by problems and they apply the entrepreneurial process. And employees say, hey, wait a second, I was never trained for this. I was never told how to do this. I was not given the rule book for this. So therefore, I'll just ignore it. I'll stay away from it because problems, it's not my problem. And this is the big fundamental shift. We need to say, hey, problems are great. We want problems. And is this problem for me? How would I test my assumptions? How would I build something quickly and cheaply? How would I then test that? How would I then scale that? Right? And it's just those kind of few steps that if you embrace those entrepreneurial steps, then life becomes great.
I have a contrarian take that I think writing is actually more important now than ever before, because writing is a proxy of understanding. And in a world of AI, what I'm finding when I look at like my innovation teams or where breakthroughs are coming from in my company, it's actually someone had a really good question.
Yes.
So they were like, could we theoretically analyze all of our sales calls using Claude to see if there's something interesting in there? Now that starts with someone understanding sales calls, understanding the tools that allow you to analyze them. They have lots of reference points. They understand lots of variant things. And that means they ask a really great question. So for me, one of the ways that I've been able to understand more things is just to write more often about them.
Can I go one step further?
Please.
And that is a process called pause, reflect, document. And pause, reflect, document, if you do it correctly, you go into nature, away from noise and away from technology, and you take a pen and a paper and you sit in nature on a bench and you just pause and just let some boredom set in. You reflect on what's going on. You try and zoom out to the bigger picture. You do some journaling and you do some dot connecting where you say, what are some of the dots that have happened in the last 5 years? What are some of the bigger picture impacts that I've made? What are some of the problems that I've struggled with? What if this was possible? What if that was possible? We live in this incredible fast-paced world where the one thing that no one allows themselves to do is to pause, reflect, document with a pen and paper. And those people who I know who are doing incredibly well are doing more and more of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. I mean, you're one of them. You're a person who's, I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
This is a lot of books.
That's
now.
my head.
But you tweet every day, you post every day, you're constantly experiencing something in the real world, writing it down to develop your thinking, which Richard Feynman talks about the process of understanding, where you learn something, condense it so an average
Yes.
person can understand it, then you share it with the world to collect feedback on that thought. He said that's the fastest, best way to learn.
Yeah.
But actually, in a world of AI where ChatGPT can do all of that for me, we're deferring our ability to sort of condense, compress, and understand to an AI because we think it's creating an efficiency gain or a productivity gain in the near term. Like maybe today's email will save you 30 seconds, but the tax you're paying, I think, is an understanding. And understanding is a proxy of, therefore, writing great questions. I find myself writing more. I wrote a memo I was up till 2 a.m. last night writing a memo about my own
which means
industry.
you were up late thinking.
Yeah.
You were thinking clearly, and that was what you were really doing. A great question I want people to reflect on. I want them to think about the last 5 years and ask the question, when did I do something special that impacted a certain type of person? I can explain how I did it step by step and how it felt, and it would be of interest to plenty of people, all right? And that question contains what we talked about earlier, which is lived experience, feelings, playbooks, and connecting the dots looking backwards and actually coming up with some things that only I can do, things that only I can say. So that particular prompt, that particular question to sit in nature.
Test. I'm not sure how the audio is, guys, but
write a memo about it.
I'll hear it after when I
see so many
test the
people,
stream.
You and I have done this over the last couple of hours. We think so much about the future and the uncertainty of the future, but a lot of value comes from just looking backwards and connecting the dots and then thinking, what is it that I now know that I want to take forward and add value to others?
Sort of adjacent to that, but related, is another thing I think a lot about, which is trying to get more information and experiences from
I think the
reference points.
microphone is putting output on.
Innovation is the connection of like two
So let me mute it.
or thoughts or principles that someone else hasn't put together. So I think about the non-stick frying pan. It was a guy who was fishing and was trying to get a material so his fishing tackle didn't stick together. And his wife walks past, allegedly, and says, "I'd love some of that stuff on our pans." And that ends up selling tens and tens of millions of non-stick pans. And even when you think about the iPhone, that was a combination of an internet device, a music device, and a telecommunications device put together, which you rarely found those three things in one space. 3 different reference points. To achieve that, someone would have had to understand music, the internet, and phones.
Yeah.
And even Steve Jobs himself, his skill stack contains typography and design, which is why he was able to disrupt BlackBerry.
He stumbled into a calligraphy class at university and loved calligraphy, and he was the first company to ever have fonts, and those fonts became a huge differentiator on the first Mac. And it was only because he had combined calligraphy with computers. He created the font idea.
So maybe the future's owned by the wide, not the narrow in this regard.
Definitely. Become more of a generalist, become more curious, and go out of your comfort zones, right? The industrial age asked us to simply specialize and do one thing over and over. The grandfather of capitalism is a guy called Adam Smith, and he said ultimately efficiency is about doing one thing in the process over and over and over. But he said it's going to destroy the human spirit. He actually wrote about the fact that destroys the human spirit, having to just twist this knob over and over. That creates the most value in the economy, but it's horrible for you as a human. And he recognized that problem from the very beginning. What we've been trained to do is just twist the knob, twist the knob, twist the knob, do the same thing over and over. What we need to relearn how to do is allow us to become more human and say, actually, I'm going to explore nature. I'm going to explore this weird passion that I have for particular theatre companies and how they run. I'm going to go and explore this thing about entrepreneur accelerators. I'm going to combine things. It's those rare combinations, and you need to trust your instincts that you're actually pulling on a few threads and bringing them together.
I do that while still focusing on a job, etc., because I do this for a living. So I get to sit here, someone walked in before you and they were talking to me. Alex Honnold was talking to me in that chair before you. That's why the little Taipei statue is behind us.
Yeah.
About, then you've talked to me today about this, and the next person will talk to me about neuroscience and bringing a human brain. And that's allowed me to kind of connect these interesting reference points. What I'm saying here is you don't need to quit your job and go and live in Peru.
I'll leave my audio on for a second. I'm just looking here at my Replit project, but I might as well just code it here. I'm in the final stages. So I've basically been working on this for a couple of weeks now, just to get it fine-tuned. And now I'm just doing the final touches within Replit. So I'm trying to figure out what I still need to get done. And that's these items, so I'll just do that. I kind of want to make a plan for this, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy all that. And then where should I state it? I'm gonna paste it over here in my Claude. And then I'll say Claude, I'm going to paste a full rundown of what works on the Tweaking website and what doesn't work. There's also an issue with having hard-coded content on the front end still. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have it done by Replit. So what's it saying? Let me go full screen. Okay, agent, we're gonna try and see what we can get done from this list. First, concerning the property listings, I think all properties on the front end website right now should be in the database. You speak of 4 active properties only, but I think we have a few more than 4. And then I'll just go on to the next homepage. CMS looks good. Isaac Pop loading correctly. Authentication. I'm going to put 2 new photos here from Isaac and Pop. That's Pop. And that's Isaac. And then I'll say, I will put 2 new profile images here of Isaac and Pop. Please use these profile images as official images for the website. Remove the old ones. Make sure these are used site-wide, and make sure the entire image is visible so that no heads are cut off in the image. And then profiles. And actually here, I also need you to tackle the login page and set up an actual login modal where they can log in, where they can request a forgot password, or where they can create an account. When they create an account, they should be able to choose, I'm an agent, I'm a homeowner, or I'm a client. at the same time, maybe make a drop down where I can select the 5 buttons that we have here so that I can easy and quick log in while I'm still testing. Let's see what that's doing. All right, server health. I need all the images to load from the database, and if they are not in the database, I need you to download them and upload them back into the database. What's not working? I need you to make sure that all admin dashboard data and all dashboards for all roles site-wide are not generating static data, but data has to be generated from the database based on platform and what's going on. Set up the user management pages. You can keep the existing 5 test accounts, admin, staff, agent, owner and client user, and just send me over a demo password so that I can, I don't need the password, I can use the hot buttons. Homeowner. What's it here? Please double check the consultation forms and bookings. I believe I coded bookings earlier today, so that should work. If not, double check it. You listed 7 places or 7 items where there is hard-coded content. I need you to take that hard-coded content and replace it with content from the database. Make sure you don't do any design changes site-wide. Make sure no functional changes happen. And at the end of this goal, I don't want any hard-coded content anymore on the website. And then what else we're running? Let me have a look. Certain pages seem to be translated, but certain pages are still missing translations. For example, the About Us page. I really need you to do a full top to bottom rundown and make sure that every single page is able to be translated. It's very important. Right now, to manage our frequently asked questions page design, I can do that on the CMS level, that's good. But I need an extra button in the admin navigation bar, in the content management section, add in frequently asked questions. And there you should load in a new page view with an overview of all the FAQs on the front end. They should be seeded into the database and then pulled to front end and to the back end frequently asked questions area. Let me put some background music on chat. That might That might be a bit too loud. I'm gonna turn it down in the stream a bit. All right. I think that's good for now. When updating the 5 demo users, make sure you check the user management pages in admin, and there should only be 1 user per role as for the test. Okay, agent, please plan this surgically. Make sure you don't do any design changes to the front end or the back end. Don't change or remove any content. Make sure there is no hard-coded content left at the end, and make sure that no hard-coded content left at the dashboards. Good luck. Alright chat, we're gonna now let it plan first. That's usually what I do in Replit first. I'll run it to plan, and then I'll just set that nicely here. I'll close this for now. Let's see what he does. Soon the streams will definitely get a bit more building wise engaging. Then I'll be able to like build projects here. We've been working on a few stuff behind the scenes, and I'll be able to launch it soon. I'll let it run, and I'm gonna put it on the max and see how it performs. Let me just check the budget right now. As this is for a client, we never want to go over budget in credits, you know what I mean? While I'm waiting on that, I'm also doing some other work, chat. I gotta set up some Claude agents. That's a good thing about vibe coding. Just make sure you're always got something to do on the side. Resend's been integrated, email's been sent. I checked that before. All right. The hair's looking better, chat. Happy I went to the barber. Let me change something on YouTube to add in the tags and stuff from the video. So chat, I'm just vibing a little client project here. Okay, Replit came up with a plan, so I'm just gonna set the max. I'm gonna set it to power today, and I'll do code optimizations. Yeah, let's run it like that. Alright, that's always the beautiful part. Once you hit go or build, you can just sit down and relax a couple of minutes and think about the next thing. So we'll just let that run. I'll put a little while it's coding, we can just watch that. So we let that code. Whoever's here, I see we've got 2 viewers. Just send a message in the chat so I know who's here. Back to it. Oh, we actually also get to see what he's gonna do all. That's great. That's great. I'm just letting this website being built slowly. and we'll get Claude to do some marketing for us. This is also vibe coding. Well, you can consider it vibe coding. Claude, I recently just started streaming online. I'll send you my YouTube link. And basically I build in public. So right now I've got a busy week with Fiverr customers. So I'm just building their projects online on stream. I show people how I work, which is mainly vibe coding using Claude Code, AI tools, and Replit. Now, yesterday was my first day. I plan to go ahead the next few days, but I need you to get thinking on the marketing side. Type in my YouTube. Let's see what he comes up with. So, Claude's basically my daily diver chat. Let me see. Alright, so Claude's getting to work. Claude will be taking over the desktop in a few. Lock in the specifics, Claude. What's the primary goal for the channel right now? All the above. What marketing assets do you want me to produce right now? All three. Which platforms are you active on besides YouTube? Well, I have X. I haven't used X a lot. So let's do X and YouTube. Budget. Are you willing to spend? I'm willing to spend. Let's start a small budget. Here it's open. Alright, let it run. I'm checking the budget of the client as well as we're running. Oh, I can't forget I have a call in 2 hours. That's okay. All right, chat. I'm gonna have a cigarette. I'll let you guys chill out here. What's good, chat? I'm back. How's the vibe coding going? No browser errors. Okay, came up with a marketing strategy. That's a lot of work, let me put it that way. That's a lot of work, Claude. Can we come up with a plan where you start doing the work and getting things done for me? What are you gonna do exactly on the YouTube channel? Could you outline that for me? Okay, let's do that, YouTube. Okay, let's give the YouTube cleanup a push. Make sure you don't delete any videos and make sure you don't stop the ongoing live stream. Where is he gonna open? Oh, here it is. Alright, chat. This is Claude doing the YouTube marketing. Let's see what he comes up with. I'm not really doing anything here. Let's let our agent run it. I want you to add into the channel description also that we vibe code our own projects, Skilly Club being one of them, and our Baked OS soon, BAIKED OS. Alright, that looks good. It's saving me time already. So we got vibe coding on the left in Replit. Where is it? And we got the YouTube channel running. That's amazing. I'll just put him here so I can follow a bit. Get to work. Soon I'm gonna dedicate an entire day where I'll be working in Claude only, setting up all the skills and sharing it. I love that you can just type in Claude while it's working. OpenClaude's releasing that soon. I gotta do a daily full OpenClaude stream as well. OpenClaude's already running autonomously on a Mac. But that's for soon. Let me see what he's doing. Just gonna check the budget again of the Replit. 11 bucks, not too bad. Alright, he's putting channels in for me, links, nice. I'm gonna let Claude run this daily. That saves me so much time. Oh, that's so smart, putting my Fiverr link there. Let me see how my Claude usage is going. Oh, not too bad, still got a lot for this week. Oh, I better start running some AI then. I'm paying for 3 accounts right now. I'm gonna have to get a headset for the stream. I think that's gonna be better for the audio, because now there might be too much of an echo until I get a new mic. I'm not gonna get a new mic till I hit 100 subs, then I'll get a new mic. Let's see if we can push Claude to stop asking for prompting. There's so many tools we gotta test on stream, chat. It's crazy. Leonardo, Suno, OpenArt, OpenAI, Codex, Claude, Perplexity, Manus. Shit, there's more and more every day. Should you also add in hashtags for the YouTube description or video descriptions, because doesn't that help? Let's see if hashtags still work, chat. Alright, we're at 12 bucks. Let me check the quality of the stream. I hope the audio really is good. I've put the music a bit louder now. Let me know if you guys get to hear that. It looks like I got 3 viewers, so whoever's in the chat, type something so I can engage with you guys, so I know who's here. If you're curious what I'm doing, I'll show you again. I'm a Fiverr seller. I'm a rated Fiverr seller. Let me go to my profile. Here you go, guys. So this is basically my profile. and I've been doing it for 2.5-3 years now. Got 447 clients done, 4.9 review, level 2. For the last 20 years I've been working mainly on WordPress websites and just traditional HTML websites, and now with the era of vibe coding I've been doing a lot more vibe coding projects. This is basically what I sell. I've got 3 packages. Obviously these packages are just estimates. I sell way more. Looking at the reviews I've gotten so far, you can see the reviews here. That's looking all sweet. So yeah, that's my Fiverr account. I'm vibe coding services daily. I'm actually running a full-time business on it, let's say. And in the meantime, I'm doing client projects on stream, vibe coding our own projects, and launching some community tools soon. I just changed the camera a bit, chat, so we should be good. I'm looking at the screens here. Yeah. That's a bit more in your face. Welcome to the stream. Anyone who's new here, I'm just new as well on YouTube, so I'm just building up as well. But I'm here to stream daily. The first week, this is my second day, so the first week is just gonna be me getting used to it and getting into it. I'm still waiting for my other streaming equipment as well. And right now I'm just vibe coding client work, and on the side I'm having Claude run my marketing. And by the end of next week I'm gonna launch all my agents to the public. I've got 3 Claude agents running on 3 local machines here on my desk. I run an OpenClaw instance on my Mac, different Mac from what I'm using right now. And I'm excited to show it here. And like I said, mainly I'm building all these workflows and all these content so I can train my own agent. That's the main goal of it. I gotta get Claude to be editing my videos soon. I'm gonna get him to do that anyway. I'll have him edit it in Canva. I started how long ago? In May of last year, but I didn't pull through. I stopped after the first episode. So I shouldn't have stopped at the first episode, but it's all good. We're here now. We got 15 days, 16 days, 14 days to get into it, and then start in April we'll have a stream plan and we'll have a stream schedule and all that stuff. Let me check the client project. He's reviewing the code and everything. Yeah, $13. We're good. We're on schedule. I did the most coding manually. I'm excited. I'm excited for the stream. Once I got my setup fully done, it's gonna be good. I usually in the first stream and in the next 7 days I'll give the shout out to the guys two vibe coders who definitely inspired me to vibe code daily and to show what you're doing is I believe Matthew from Bridgemind and that motherfucker Alex Finn. He's crazy about OpenClaw and he's right. He's got me crazy. It's good to see that there's more crazy people out there who are passionate about what they do. I feel the same way. That's why I want to capture my journey and actually show people how much time you put in behind the scenes to get where you at today, you know what I mean? Right now he's still taking care of my YouTube channel. Replit is building the client site, so I'll just let that run. I see that viewers here and there pop in, so if you do pop in, say hi in the chat, then I can talk with you. And then I know who's watching. I'm going to be launching something for the community soon, probably one of these days, where they get to submit ideas and we'll seed them or we'll invest in them as a Kickstarter kind of concept, but just on vibe code projects, on platforms, on software, on applications. We've got a budget already to work with, so I'm excited to launch that. I'm excited to launch that very soon. I could actually do that now. I've got Replit open here. So while that's coding, I'm just looking at my other Replit. I've got the Replit installed locally. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see. It's basically, I think, gonna happen under Skilly. Skilly is a brand I made to show people that no matter what kind of skills you got, you can make money online nowadays. I don't care if you like building websites, 3D printing stuff, even cooking or taking walks and hikes. Anything is monetizable nowadays. I know it because I do it myself. I have a passion for what I do, and that's made me fortunate enough to be able to go online and stream and not have to work for a company and just do my own stuff. But you gotta double down on it and you gotta work hard. And Skilly is the brand that's there to help people. I'll be loading Skilly up with some powerful AI tools soon. And it's basically a platform, one, where I'll definitely sell my own courses. That's just gonna be years of knowledge that I've been gathering. I know I look like a kid, but I've been at this for almost 20 years now. So it's time to get it all on paper, to share a bunch of things free and to make some things paid. Skilly's gonna do that. So I'm on the Skilly website now, actually. I didn't like that one. That's weird. I wonder to which website it's burned into. I can't check that now because I'm coding in Replit right now. Oh, look, you got Claude editing in the background. Let me open Claude so you can see. He's adding the VODs for my vlogs now. So Claude and AI is not just for getting coding done. It's just to start getting your entire operation automated. I'm going to have Claude go on my social medias and start pumping it. I should check my Twitter account. I used to have Twitter, and I guess Twitter is going to be the main outlet for this. So I should check my Twitter account. Right now, on my side of the screen, I'm working on a client, and on the left side, where I'm looking at that I'm sharing with you guys, I'm getting Claude to do a bunch of marketing stuff for me. I'm actually going to call this initial marketing. All right, and let's see if we can build our channel up like that. I got to get the Google AdWords and shit set up as well. I tried to pay for AdWords as well yesterday, but AdWords was kind of messing on me. But it's all good. I wonder what visuals it's using, or if it's actually using visuals. Let me check. Nah, I didn't even update the banner yet. It did update the code, the channel description. That's nice, put in my links. That's clean. That's clean. I need Replit to start speeding up a bit. It's being a bit slow now. I wish I could get more insight into Replit so you guys can see I'm building a client website here. And right now the agent is just debugging all this stuff. Alright. Got an email. I've got a bunch of YouTube videos I want to watch on AI, but I could do that one day where I just do a vibe coding no talk stream and just have AI content on the background. That might be a good idea, because that's the only way I'm going to get through my videos, because I've had a busy last few weeks. Right now I'm just trying to get that project, all the projects launched actually. I've got multiple projects running. But we're looking good. We're looking on schedule. It's nice. I said it yesterday and I'll say it today and I'll say it every day until it stops, but I still get a kick out of looking at AI do the work. I need to set up my Facebook next. Yeah, that's what I really need to set up. Let me see if I can log into Facebook as my page. That would change everything if Claude could get that going for me. Okay, so I am logged in on my Tommy XYZ page. Now I wonder if I can change the title to @TommyXYZ. I'm not sure I can. Page details. YouTube is still working on getting my Claude's still working on getting my dashboard set up. While that's happening, I'll keep the Facebook page open next. I'll say I want to do Facebook as well, but that's for the next session. While that is running on the side, I'll have a look at Three Kings. How we looking? We need to put some speed on it, agent. We really do need to put some speed on it. As soon as I get 10 daily viewers in the stream, like ongoing viewers who are working with me, then I'll start on the whiteboard. I wanted to check something on the YouTube actually, so I'll do that now. I want it to go into the content, into the lives, open office. So I wanted to change day 1. I'll leave that. I want to change this too. I just wanted to change it to open office come chill. I gotta tag Fiverr soon, and I will tag Fiverr soon when I do a Fiverr stream day. Man, I've got so many stream ideas that I gotta do. It's getting crazy. I gotta put in the work. Nice. Claude just added a bunch of tags in for me. That saves me more time. It's great. See, he's editing shit. Claude's editing shit for us. That's crazy, chat. Again, I'm still amazed by what they're doing. We're on $20 for Replit right now. We'll leave that running and we get to go to 50-50. Yeah. Posting Scream schedule. What's he gonna post for Scream schedule? That's crazy. I gotta change my language to English. I think it's time. How do I change my language on YouTube? There we go. English. Okay, so we're in English right now. Oh shit, what happened? Oh, my YouTube. Did it crash? Nice. The real estate website is starting to come together. Oh, I've got to still work an entire night on it, and then I think we should be good with that project. Let's just focus on getting one project a day done. I should actually update my revenue today, but I'll do that tomorrow. Claude, weren't you able to make a YouTube banner to put above to give the page a bit of life? Yeah, I knew that homie made a banner. Let me see how the banner looks like. Oh. Nah, that's not nice, is it? Well, it's good enough for now. If AI says it's good, it's good. That's how I'm looking at it right now, just to plow through things. I'm gonna start my third agent locally. That's so bad. I'll upload my own. Let me find a nice AI wallpaper, chat. Let me find a nice one, chat. Ah, that'll do. For now, this'll do. Random picture usually does the trick. Hey, Bridgemine's online. This is the guy I've been talking about. He definitely inspired me. He does different things than me, of course. But he's a homie. Nice. Alright, next up, I want it to go to my Facebook page. guess I can set this up myself. Claude, for now I created a Facebook page. It's logged in on the bridge tab where you have access. I need you to run down that page, it's brand new, and start setting it up and start planning what we can post on that page. I need it more than text only, so every post should have a video or image. And I can give you some access to AI image generation tools if needed, like Leonardo, OpenArt, whatever. Let's see what it does. Oh, Replit has passed one test already. That's good. Let me see on how much we are. Money wise. Oh, 21 costs. That's okay. Next up is the login modals. I forgot passwords. Create accounts. Nice. Setting up the demo users, that's good. We'll let it run. Alright chat, I'm gonna mute myself, I'm gonna have a smoky. Catch you guys in a few. In the meantime, you can watch Claude run the Facebook page. Okay, chat, I'm back. What is Claude doing? Oh, it's setting up the bio and everything. Nice, nice. Claude, I think you should also post links to our streams. While that's running, chat, let me have a look at Replit. Alright, it's creating the login modals. That's very nice. Ah, but he gave it as a pop-up. I don't want it as a pop-up. Well, I'll be able to revise that after. It says the desktop is offline, but it should be online. Yeah. I'm not sure why that ain't connecting. Let me see. Not ready. Please check your connection. My connection should be good, yo. I've got a call in an hour or so, chat, so then I'm gonna end this stream, but I'll be back with a part 2 later tonight. Then we'll finish Isaac's project from A to Z and deliver that together on stream. And then we get to do some OpenClaw debugging. I like the images that Replit used. Alright, I'm able to connect to my Windows PC. I'll accept that connection and then close that. And this can close. I gotta get OpenClaw fully running on here as well. Haven't had time yet. So yeah, this is basically my Windows instance. We're in a second instance of Claude Code. And I'm actually just gonna install a new plugin that I built. That's great. The new plugin is installed. That's good for when I want to work after on things. Well, I'll wait for it after to do a full QA test on what this current agent has done. So I'll just let him stand by here. Alright, login modal is done. That's great. I will be checking and changing it to go back to a page, but it's looking good. When I'm logged in as an admin, apparently I'm not able to log out. When I click the log out buttons, nothing happens. On the admin dashboard, we still have the notifications that we need to take care of. So on click, the admin should get a full notification overview of what's going on the platform. Make sure when the admin clicks a notification, it goes to the right instance. For example, a booking, a consultation form, a property, a user, so that it's all linked and working and no 404s. We'll let Replit just run here. I like to use, or I plan to use Facebook as the main traffic driver. I think that will bring in the most vibe coding traffic. I need to check something, so I'll go to OpenAI. That is great. Look at Claude working. He's just working out here. I'll even just close this and then we can get a better view. As he's doing that, I'm building a client project in Replit on the side here, and I'm just noting all the things I find. On the Our Agents page, we have a more agents coming soon, and below that we have a Are You a Top Tier Agent? That whole section needs to be updated, made into a nice blue card, and it needs to stand out and engage more. Right now it's unreadable, very messy, so fix that section of the Our Agents page. Alright, chat, I see there's 2 people here. Right now I'm just having Claude code set up my entire Facebook. On the side I'm coding in Replit. This is what I'm coding for a client. Building a project. I'm just letting Replit run. I'm tracking the usage budget, and I'm about to launch these 2 projects tonight. The plan is to launch them tonight. Where do I get my clients? Most people usually give me that question. I'm a level 2 seller on Fiverr, so I'm blessed to be a level 2 seller there. And I'll show also and explain more how people can get on Fiverr and start selling clients, selling projects themselves, finding clients on Fiverr. It's pretty easy, especially nowadays if you've got some knowledge on vibe coding and shit. I see Claude is struggling a bit with the Facebook posts. Let's see what he's gonna do. Alright, level 2 is done apparently. Still one more task left. And I believe that's the full translation, so we'll see. And then I've got 3 more prompts ready. Let me see if he added the FAQs. Actually, no, I didn't. Alright, he might still be adding that. Let's try to guide Claude a bit. Sometimes you gotta nudge him a bit. Nice. Type that post for me. Let's see if it can get this page to 100. I'll just set a random schedule after. Let's see what we can do. Facebook growth. I need you to get this page to 1,000 followers. Claude, every day, let me retry. I need you to focus on growing this page to 1,000 followers. That means you have to do everything you can each hour to grow and grow and grow. Post, join other pages, join other groups, engage, and I will engage as well on the side manually. Let's put it on Opus and we'll let it work in here. That's good. Now every hour we'll get an agent running our Facebook and just growing it. Obviously, chat, I'm going to be fine-tuning these soon. I'm just setting up now and this is my second day on stream. I've got a whole lot more planned, but for now this is it. Let me see where you put the images. I build real websites live using AI. Scaling to $1 million. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I had to post the image for them, so I'll now just say to AI to take over again. Alright. I got another instance here of Claude running chat. I use Windows. This is another remote PC. And usually I'll just kickstart the Claude connection here. I'm lucky to be at my computer on the daily. So, and then I'll just close it. And now I can basically prompt anything into Claude from the remote desktop and it'll just get it done. So I'll activate the other agent on the Windows once the real estate website is done. Then I'll have that agent do a full QA test. when I'm trying to fill in the form agent application, I cannot add in documents, and now I'm going to test if I can use the form. I was able to submit the form, but I didn't see it appear anywhere, so I didn't see it in consult forms or consult bookings. Maybe we should just call consult forms forms or website forms and put all the forms that come in through the website via that. We can keep consult bookings because that's for the booking calendar. I'm just saving my prompts, chat. You can see here. I'm just saving my prompts while I'm checking, and then I'll send everything in one go and get it done. Well, it didn't post it. I had to post it, but that's okay. Nice. I'm just gonna check the budget again of what I'm doing in Replit so we don't go overboard. $30, that's okay. Alright chat, we're on a 2-hour session. I'm gonna take a little 2-minute break. I'll be back, and then I got an hour, and then I have a client call, so I gotta go off stream. But then after that client call, I'll be back, and I'll probably be working all night to get the 2 projects done that need to be delivered for Isaac. Isaac is my Fiverr client. And when that's done, tomorrow we have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Shanice. It's a client in Amsterdam. Alright chat, I'll be back. I'll leave the mic on. You should be okay with some music like that. What's good, chat? I'm back. Did it upload? Let me see if I can put a video on, photo on. No, then I actually like that image more. Yeah, let's post that. Let's go back to Claude's. Alright, the translations should be done. I'm curious. And then I'll run another session. Let me see if it did the footer translations. I still see broken translations, for example, on the legal pages. The content is not translated. And I do not see a place to manage the FAQs. Let me double check that. No, I clearly don't see a place to manage the FAQ questions, so put that as an extra tab in site settings. That will be easier. I'll put it on plan mode. Push it through to run again. Now I'm gonna see if I can find vibe coding pages. Let me join all the open clause. No community too small, right chat? Let me join the Replit. Fuck out of here. I ain't joining these groups. These groups look like spam groups. Let me find more AI coding. More groups to join. Vibe coding is live. AI prompts, web designers, no code, AI code. Join, 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 join. Let's go like some bunch of stuff. Start engaging. I'll tell Claude to do that. Let's see if he can do that. Claude, I joined a bunch of groups and pages on Facebook. Can you please scroll down my wall timeline and start liking all the AI vibe coded ones about OpenClaw and stuff like that? Engage. Feel free to post on my behalf, but no super long posts, just small, snidey comments or funny remarks. You can always ask me to double check before you post a comment. I'll do that. How much did we spend on Replit? Let me check. Claude, you don't have to open every post. You can just go on the wall and click the like button from the wall interface. That will be faster. AI influencers. Oh, I've seen this one. Let me comment. Oh, I like that one. Alright chat, I still got 30 minutes and I'm gonna pause this first session of day 2. But I'll be back later, I still got some work to do. You can pause, I see you have issues with the like button. I need you to find the best groups, AI related, GPT related, Claude related, Replit related, OpenClaw related, anything involving AI and stuff. I need you to find me the best groups and pages. I need you to join them all, and there needs to be a strategy behind them, why you're joining them and what we can do there, how we can add value to get community and viewers back. So once you've joined them all, you can set up a PDF document for me as a report and tell me what the strategy is for each. I need the login page set back as it was, with a header and a footer, left side an image and text to appeal the consumer. That means renters and buyers. And then on the right side, a column with a login modal box. You can use the login modal box that we have for the pop-up, but I don't want a pop-up. We had it in an earlier version, so restore to that version. Just set in the authentication and login stuff that you set there. We'll let Claude run, see if he can join some group for us. I'll let this Claude agent run the Facebook anyway. I'll definitely post and comment on stuff, but overall. I got Replit running at $33 now. I want to cap it at 50. Save 50 for the other project. And then have Claude Code do the rest, so that will be okay. Everything's loading smoothly on the side. Replit's running, I can show you guys. This is the Replit. Just letting it run. I'll put Claude on the side as well. So Claude's doing Facebook. Alright, 30 minutes, then I've got to jump on that call. Stream's looking... I had 3, so that's definitely a little growth. Facebook is up. X is running. I still gotta do some more things on X. But it's good because every hour this agent is gonna start building our Facebook. Oh, I should be monitoring. Test, test. Yeah, I can hear. I'm still curious how the audio is, but I'll hear it after. I might need a new mic in general. I see Claude's joining groups. That's nice. Let's see how many people from those communities we can bring over. Let's see how many people we can get over from those communities. I feel when I talk like that to the mic, it feels more one-on-one. Shout out Red Bull. I need the sponsoring, man. It's only my second day, I know, but let's see, Replit's still running it. I'll add in one more prompt. Make sure I'm able to log out of all the dashboards for all users, not just the admin. The admin was fixed, but I'm not sure about the others. $35 right now. Is this better? This is way better when I'm closer to it. Well, I'll get a new mic soon. 100 subs. 100 subs and I'll get a mic for show. I should post on my stream. On my X, I mean. I'll do that now. Not that I have a big X following, but let's see. Let me follow Alex Finn and Bridgemind. Well, can't find him on X. Ah, he's streaming on Twitter too. That's crazy. I should get streaming on X too, I guess, right? I'll set that up later today. Actually, I can set that up now, I think. That's a smart move, actually. Oh, I cannot do it until after the stream. I'll do that before the stream. I'll stream live on my channel, on my X. That's a good. What's Claude doing? just having a look at my YouTube stats. I might have to get a game soon for the moments that I'm just waiting here. I've got 2 agents ready to do some work, but I don't want to run it until I've ran Replit through it. So I'll pause. Next up, I definitely got to create a Discord group as well. That's me just testing the chat. Yeah, nice, seems to work. Well, we're on a 2-hour 25 session, which is not bad because I did almost 50% of Isaac. Day two definitely more excited, I think, because my hair was cut. Oh man, I'm curious to the audio. It sounds better when I talk like this. Oh, it's checking that Claude is not a robot, but I think Claude's a robot. I don't know. Don't tell nobody. Oh, I got a call soon, chat. That's my reminder in my calendar. It's all good. Easy call. Get on to the next milestone for that project. That's going to be a big one. It's a full mobile application. Couple of bandos. Fun. Should I get myself some meta glasses? Let's see how much they cost. Because now that I have this great setup, it's actually really good content. $30K. That's like $300. They are cool, but maybe I should wait and get the Inmo. Let me check Inmo. These are the glasses I really want, chat. I'll show you. I really want them, but at the same time I feel that they're not ready yet. And why do I say that? That's because I watched a lot of YouTube videos on it, and apparently people are complaining that it gets really hot. But this is the future. This is what we're building Baked OS for. To have glasses, you put them on and you're able to talk with all your agents linked to your Baked OS. I should go get one. I got to fly to China for it. And then I get the free camera. Wow, free camera. Man, that shit is crazy. Look at that. Imagine baked streaming here. That is crazy. It is crazy because I could put a webcam in front of me and you wouldn't know I had screens in front of me. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Yeah, I do want that Inmo. Well, I really like these glasses. Who knows, man? I might just have to go and cop them. Agent AI platform, developer SDK. That means I could instantly put OpenClaw in it. That is pretty cool. I ain't gonna understand this, but AI will. Is he done? Alright. Replit is running the bill up. I think we're at $40 now. 37. Alright. I'll live with that. Okay, chat. Still got 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna prepare for my call. Oh, let's see if it can build and grow on. I'll do the same for it on X. Let me see. Let me create a schedule also. X growth plan. We need to grow this X page to 1,000 followers. Claude, every 1 hour I need you to look at opportunities and what we can do on the X page, my X profile at TommyYipXYZ, and how we can grow that. I want at least 1,000 followers, and I will start streaming directly, dual stream YouTube and X. So figure out a way to grow it to 1,000 followers. This is just a test chat. I'm just seeing what we can do. I wonder if I can tie this. No, I guess I can. Well, test. No. That's okay. Alright, sorry for that, chat. Test. Alright, this is my Twitter chat. Go give me a follow. Let me take Claude out of a session. Maybe don't post anything right now, Claude. I will do the posting and engaging, but you can join groups, like stuff like that, but no posting comments. That's the actual page. Okay, that's AI navigating Facebook. That's not me. Okay, so I've got a call in 20 minutes, so I'm about to close off chat, and then I'll be back after my call. I've got some Replit work for sure. Let me see where Replit's at actually. There it is. Still on those tasks, man. Come on. Speed it up, boy. Okay, we'll just let it run. The logout is taking a long time. We should make it that when people hit the logout button, they instantly go to the login page again, or to the authentication page, but instantly, no white screen. I don't want the pop-up anymore for the login. I want everything to be embedded on the authentication page or the login page, whatever we're using, but I do not want to see that pop-up anymore. You can remove this logo here. Alright, so I can show you Claude here. He's still working on the Facebook. Joining groups, liking, engaging. I'll do the comments because that needs a bit more of a personal human touch. Alright. I'm gonna let that run and I'm gonna prepare for my call. So this is the Tonight app and this is the Tonight. Let me just open. Alright, the website's ready, that is ready. I'll download the files. Where did that presentation go? Alright, let me check it. So that looks pretty good. I'm sorry chat, I was focused on a client review document. Okay, I'm gonna pause Claude here. And then I'll just put that on the side for now. Then I'm gonna close this. Close this. And then here we are, chat. End of stream part 1. I'll be back after. Just so you know, my name is Tommy. I work on Fiverr. For the last 3 years been working on Fiverr. Now focusing on AI, using the things I know from web design and marketing to build our own apps and build client apps on stream. Alright chat, see you in a few. Let me find Streamlabs and I'll close it off. Peace. If you did watch till the end, which probably no one did, do like and subscribe, then I'll see you pop up